Hello there. Here's a little hint which some of you might find useful. I was out walking my dog the other day and I was trying to get some interesting footage and photos of her with my trusty little Lumix here. And it occurred to me it'd be quite fun to try and get some footage from her height. She's quite a small dog and things look as if they're moving faster if you're closer to the ground. But if you've ever tried this, you'll know it's actually quite hard to get any kind of stability to a camera that you're not holding in something like a very standard posture here. Unless you have a SteadiCam or something, which of course I don't have. But what I do often have with me is a tripod or often this monopod. This is a nice weighty monopod. This one's made by Bogan, very good. And I will often have this screwed to the bottom of the camera anyway, just to give it a little more stability. Now, in fact, if you're doing normal shots and you just have something weighty like this, that's not a bad substitute for a SteadiCam. But I realise that because I have this ball joint here, if I do that, then I can hold the camera very conveniently like this. And it was therefore easy to hold it at a lower level, particularly if you have a camera like this, where you can bring out the little screen, which means you can look down in it and, in my case, run along with it while trying not to run into any of the trees in the wood. Now, one thing I did discover after doing this is, of course, that while this gives you much better stability like that because of the mass of the camera, it doesn't give you any stability this way. So if I were doing it again, I would probably add some counterbalance that way. Now, here's a very simple example of how you might do it. This is a little bracket from sort of some furniture, I think. I put a bolt through that. I've made a hole slightly larger, the 1/4-inch thread that tripods use, so I could screw it between the ball and the monopod. And then you get it all nice and firm, then hang something heavy on it, like some other odd bits of photographic equipment or maybe a stick, and that would give you a little more rotational stability in that direction as well. If you look at the video, you'll see this wasn't all entirely successful, but it's certainly better than it would have been if I'd just been trying to hold the camera by hand. And it's lots of fun.